been having seizures in this house. Never had seizures or nothing. The more I call housing, it's like they just keep putting in the tickets.
So let me ask you, what would it take to resolve a life-threatening issue inside your apartment that's caused by the neglect of the landlord? Because tenants in NYCHA developments across this city are living with and paying rent to occupy apartments hazardous to their health, and in some cases, deadly. But no one is listening. If you don't see or hear about it in the news, you won't even know it's taking place. There are people living in these conditions who must embarrass themselves and put it on public display within media just to get the help that's needed. And even when they do, there are no guarantees the help needed will be provided. So imagine, if you will, the pain and suffering of a tenant forced to live inside an apartment that could potentially kill them, which is, in fact, making them sick. And they have the documentation and the medication to prove it. But it means nothing because you're still being ignored, still being given the runaround, and still paying rent, and you can't move. For anybody to think that they can just up and move at the drop of a dime has got to be totally oblivious to the situation in regards to housing, because there's none affordable in this city. People born and raised here all their life have had to up and move to another city in order to get an apartment. So if you're in NYCHA and living in hazardous conditions, what do? This young lady took her story to the media and told of the runaround she had been given. She showed the conditions she was living in and the toll it took on her and her family. But should she have to go that far in order to get the repairs made? She shouldn't. But with zero accountability, no ability to punch them, drag them on the floor, and make them understand, you will continue to have to do this because they don't believe you when you tell them you're sick and tired of it. There are things that must be done in order to get their attention, both legally and proactively. But in this case, she's chosen to go to the media, and I wish her well.
Take a look at this moldy pipe.
The mold is all around the bathroom.
Mold, cracks, holes. This is Delia Burke's home.
The housing came and put that tape there instead of plastering up.
She says neglect from NYCHA is affecting her health.
I've been having seizures in this house. Never had seizures or nothing. The more I call housing, it's like they just keep putting in the tickets.
Multiple tickets marked closed and complete. But clearly, the damage is still here.
Nobody hearing, nobody cares. Is my life in danger here, my kids?
Her two daughters, one had a baby 9 days ago.
It was very tough right now.
Burke's daughter says she doesn't feel safe living here and that she and her newborn baby are going to a shelter.
She keep coughing, sneezing.
The baby's sick. So is Burke's. She's losing hope.
I want to be here for my grandbaby when she's old. I want to see my kids graduate high school. My next daughter is about to graduate. It's 2 more years. Who to say I'm going to be around to watch her go down the aisle and get her a piece of paper? I'm just tired of this.
NYCHA says they're working with Burke's to schedule mold cleaning, painting, and ceiling repair. In Allerton, Lindsay Tanny, News 12, The Bronx.
Did you hear her daughter, who had just given birth to a child, say how she'll be moving to a shelter because it's not safe for her child to be there? Do you really think she'd rather be in a shelter with a newborn baby if the home of her mother was safe to dwell in? And do you think that that mother has any peace or comfort knowing that her daughter, who just had a baby, has to move into a city shelter because her home, despite her best efforts, cannot provide a space for her daughter and her newborn granddaughter. I can't begin to tell you the pain and frustration she must be feeling while monthly being required to pay for it. Pay for what is hazardous to their health, documented and proven to be so, and nobody's listening. Add to that she is one of many who are going unheard and being ignored. And this has been an ongoing situation that's being accepted just the way it is. And there's little fight because of it. Because people have exhausted themselves trying to bring attention to it, trying to bring some kind of accountability, and getting little to no results. And while they are occupying these apartments, people are dying and becoming ill without even the knowledge that many of the illnesses being suffered has to do with where they live. To be stuck in such a situation, unable to move, unable to remove yourself from what you know is a hazardous situation that's taking a toll on you daily, and then demanded to pay rent for the privilege of slowly being killed off without consequence is criminal. And to have no authority, power, or law back you up and defend you, and to be told, well, they have no money and they're trying to fix it while you lay there sick and dying is the bullshit of all time. Yes, I said it because that's exactly what it is. Did I waste my time in saying it? Maybe. But by not saying it, I give the false impression that I'm with the shit, and I'm not. So let us be clear on what side of the line I'm on, because there's some shady shit going on here in America, and you can't tell who is who.